Hello and welcome to a game where the Aztecs start with a stable. Oh yes, we're back in the Master of HyperRandom tournament where we have Doubt taking on ACCM. Doubt will be in the red playing as the Sicilians on an arena-like map where they start with fortified palisade walls. And ACCM will be the Aztecs, and their town centers start with a bombard tower in the middle. So I guess this would be the ultimate counter to a Huang Rush. Just stick a bombard tower there with 8 range that outranges Mangonels. But anyway, we'll just speed things up a bit through the Dark Age. Looks like a fairly standard arena map, other than they start with 2 scouts. Lots of food on those Ibexes outside his base. Gold pretty far forward. So if you look at the maps for both players, in fact, all of this gold very far forward for the Aztecs, and all of this gold maybe not quite as far forward, but still very forward for Doubt, as the Sicilians as well. And personally, I think I like the Aztecs in this matchup, and particularly with the type of map they have. Oh, that's a lot of food on that Javelina, where it seems like they're going to end up being very aggressive here. Let's see, there is a relic over in the corner, so no relic victories for this map. The scout fight here might be pretty interesting. In the Dark Age, the Eagles are better, but the scouts, of course, are faster, and then in the feudal age, the scouts gain a bonus. So here, Doubt is actually going to bring his scouts together and double up one of the eagles from ACCM, and this will be a great fight for him. ACCM will try to run back and group up his eagles. Of course, the bears do not attack the scout units, but that's a lot of HP down, and we'll see who is able to win here. Now, Doubt did get the advantage at the start. Nice micro running the scout away. That eagle is on pretty low HP, but so are those scouts. But Doubt was able to focus down that eagle pretty well, and he's going to get his scouts away. Don't think he'll be able to win that one eagle now that his scouts have such low HP, but good fight for him, making good use of the extra mobility of the scouts in the Dark Age. Luring in a boar with lots of food on it, 560. Not much food on those forage bushes, though, only 63 each. Those will not last very long. Of course, do not shoot the boar with your bombard tower. That will kill it in one shot. Not something you would do, but I suppose you could accidentally garrison vills in the TC and try to shoot the boar with the TC, but end up misclicking and using the bombard tower. Anyway, players start with a stable. The Aztecs have graphics for their stables now, and it's so pretty. They have different colored horses. They got a brown one, a gray one, a tan one, and a black one. And the stables used to be absolutely useless, as ACCM is pushing in these extra food Ibexes. But with the definitive edition, Forgotten Empire has added in the Xolotl Warrior for the Aztecs, which is a meme, but it has exactly the same statistics as a knight. There are no upgrades at the stable, so no husbandry, no bloodlines, and no armor upgrades at the blacksmith. You can only get the attack upgrades that double as infantry upgrades for the melee units. But there will be something coming out of that stable, and whether or not it's good, it's the type of thing you do just for the memes. Normally the only way you get them is if you research redemption and convert stables, but on this hyper-random map, he can start with his own stable. And he will be going up with a blacksmith and a market. Looks like we'll have the same thing for Doubt. Market and... oh, actually, Doubt will be doing just the market because he has the stable, and he doesn't need the blacksmith to click up. So perhaps using his tools a bit more wisely is Doubt, knowing that the stable counts as a building. But both players will go up pretty quickly, and we'll get right into some Castle Age action. Now the question is, what are these players going to do? I don't see Doubt training any more scouts from that stable. And ACCM is adding in the barracks and already adding in the Eagle Scouts. Now, as we saw in the Dark Age, the Eagles are better but slower. In the Feudal Age, the Scouts gain an extra 2 attack and some more movement speed. But then once we get back to the Castle Age, the Eagles will get an extra 3 attack and some bonus against cavalry. So it switches back to being in favor of the Eagles. And with this map, I do like the seemingly more aggressive stance that ACCM is taking. Still no scouts from that stable. Oh, finally adding in an extra scout. It's kind of what I want to see from Doubt, trying to be very aggressive to not let the Aztecs take control of the map with their monks. Because of how vulnerable all of ACCM's golds are, I think whoever controls the middle will be in a really good spot to win the game. I mean, bad thing for Doubt is he doesn't have any resources in the back, just deleting all of his walls. And here we are up to the Castle Age. And, let's see, villagers coming forward, adding in the monastery. Aztecs, as we all know, get +5 HP per monastery technology, so they get very good monks. But here we are, the Xolotl Warrior being added in from this nice Castle Age architecture from the Aztec stables. They completely changed where the horses are positioned. They have this little ramp that they have to run up and down. I guess they could also take the stairs. And there he goes, the Xolotl Warrior in all of his glory. The, yes, Jaguar Warrior architecture. Or architecture, not architecture, unit graphics kind of pasted on top of a horse. Oh, look at all of his majesty. And the same stats as a knight, so he will be better than these scouts. And we will have a fight here between the Xolotl and the Eagle Warriors. So this guy, oh, look at him chasing after those scouts. More scouts coming in, but the scouts no longer will win the fights against the Eagles. Oh, the bear actually will attack the Xolotl Warrior. Bears do not like jaguars. And he's in there, he's fighting, the bear's getting involved, he gets a scout. Now the scouts are coming back because they need to defend that gate. Doubt's gonna get a monk out and try to get a conversion on an eagle. The conversion still is active as the eagles run away because these units have line of sight of the eagles. Oh, that's actually, and he's switching the conversion target to the Xolotl Warrior and gets a very fast conversion. Oh, that was a great demonstration of monk mechanics there, as he's getting all of the bears, but the Xolotl meme backfiring on ACCM as Doubt manages to get the conversion. The Xolotls do not resist conversion like scouts or eagles do. Of course, there was a change to recently increase the minimum conversion time of the scouts and the eagles. But ACCM now has 2 monasteries. He has a forward siege workshop. And Doubt's going to be sending that Xolotl back into battle against the Aztecs. See, still, ACCM does loom. Always makes me sad when players do loom on these arena maps. But while that's been going on, Doubt has added in a second and now a third TC. He's going into full boom mode. He did add the defensive monastery and the stable. He does have that bombard tower, but that's not going to protect his golds. He will need a lot of golds to defend from this. He has gone light cav, but light cav not going to be too useful against the eagles. Will be good at sniping off the monks, but we see already 50 HP from Sanctity. And Doubt's adding in a knight to work in with his Xolotl. That monk will keep him back. Doubt even getting the relic that was in his base. A monk running a bit forward, getting out of position. And here we have some more conversions on a knight and on some of the light cav. He gets the knight, and the knight will kill a monk, while at the same time the light cav are moving in, killing ACCM's monks. And now, ooh, the Xolotl is back in business. ACCM is trying to reconvert the Xolotl Warrior. Oh, looks like he switched the conversion to the light cav there. That Xolotl still is surviving, being chased down by a converted Aztec light cav. So we'll have a Sicilian Xolotl fighting an Aztec light cav and finally dying. Oh, what the journey for that guy. The Aztecs start with a stable, make a Xolotl Warrior. He gets converted, but then dies to a converted light cav. Anyway, the eagles are moving in. Can't really push into the bombard tower, but they have pushed into all of Doubt's gold, and now Doubt... No, he did invest into those light cav, but that wasn't enough of a defense. ACCM on the full 1 TC Aztecs push. And he's going to get in under that TC and that bombard tower. And, ooh, nice cannonball on that spearman. Score is still fairly equal, Doubt with a slight villager lead. And he's adding in more stables in the back. Looks like he's going to go for the full light cav defense. Which, if he can get the numbers out, he does have the bigger eco. The problem is he's lost a lot of his farms. Now, here's the point where that mangonel becomes less useful than normal because it won't be able to attack that bombard tower. The bombard tower will kill it in one hit and it outranges it. But Monastery will go down. That will be a relic Doubt will lose and that ACCM can take, should he so desire. Fervor will make the monks faster, but perhaps more importantly gives them an extra 5 HP. Rams coming in now. Ooh, and is ACCM planning to dive the bombard tower with Rams? Out goes the relic. But remember, this is Pierce attack, so 120 Pierce attack gets negated by the Ram's 180 pierce armor. And Doubt trying to add in a 4th TC down here at the bottom, going full boom mode. And he's lost access to his stone, too. If he did have stone, then maybe he could have gone for a defensive castle and done First Crusade to fight this off. ACCM going to be pushing in here. The few light cav in that stable going to be forced out. Doubt with 3 stables, but not really able to keep the production going. As Redemption is coming in, that'll let ACCM convert buildings, and Squires coming in. Oh, out come the light cav. They're going to jump on the monks. They do have their extra HP, and that helps them out. Light cav only able to kill one of them there. And now Doubt is in a spot of trouble. I don't think the Rams will be too effective because villagers can always pop out and attack the Rams. And now more light cav trying to dive the monks. One of them looks like a conversion came in. A second one of them either being killed or deleted. They will get 1 monk there, and could potentially get 2 more. There's another one going down, so they do snipe a couple of monks. But now that's 3 Rams under the TC. Here come the villagers, though. The Rams have to get under the cover of the Eagle so they don't die to the Vills, and that's 2 Rams down, and looks to be a 3rd Ram going down. That will cost Doubt quite a few villagers, but he still does have the villager lead. He is falling behind in score, but still, he is garrisoning that TC and withstanding this pressure. So far, that TC will stay up. He's using the market for some gold, trying to produce some knights. The light cav have sniped most of the monks so far. ACCM will have to add more. That Mangonel kind of lost its ability to push in. See, second TC here for ACCM in the middle of the map. He's adding in more barracks. No more Xolotls, unfortunately, but full-on Eagle Warrior production. And the monks are going to start converting houses. They could always switch targets while they're converting the house, but it looks like he's going to be trying to just get the conversions. Now, the one thing about this slow army with monks is that will have more mobility. He can kind of get in this passageway and stop reinforcements. Whereas this push has kind of stalled out. It's lost the effectiveness of being able to attack all because of that one bombard tower. There's no way to deal with bombard towers when you are in the castle age. And army kind of out of position. ACCM going to get the jump, or going to lose his monks as Doubt gets the jump on them. There's 3 monks going down. A couple of conversions on the knights, but there's 4 monks down. And a 5th monk down. That's 500 gold that just was killed in monks. They got a couple of conversions, but probably not as much as he'd like. Scouts could even pick off another monk as he tries to get that relic in. Oh, he's going to try to garrison in the TC, and that actually will save him. Now he can zigzag and put the relic back in the monastery. ACCM has now taken the Vil lead, and things are looking quite bad for Doubt. Just speed this up a bit, as they're going to dance their armies for a bit and not fight. Pikemen coming in for ACCM, so he's just going to ram down this wall. Doubt on 4 TCs, though, is trying to boom, but look at that, 27 minutes of idle TC time. Losing all of those forward farms cost him so much food that he wasn't able to produce villagers. And ACCM just trying not to lose his units, as we see him managing his economy, buying stone. I imagine he's going to think about doing a forward castle. Yeah, we see him with the stone, we see the castle foundation, and we see the villager there. Oh, the bombard tower could one-shot it. Oh, not quite soon enough. It does 120 damage, so it is a risk there. ACCM doing I guess a good job of debating the bombard tower fire with his other units so he could... That first cannonball didn't go directly towards the castle foundation. If it did, he might have lost it. And another fight here from Doubt, trying to prevent the castle from going up. I think that's good for ACCM, though. He has quite a few converted knights in with that army. So the monks are still there in the background, and one bombard tower will not kill a castle, even though they have equal range. Need Fletching and Bodkin on that for ACCM, but Doubt is just going to call the GG, and ACCM gets himself on the scoreboard there. So, fun adventure with the Xolotl Warrior there. You don't see the Aztec stable that often, but it always is fun when it does happen. look at the stats real quick. Let's see. 31 army high for ACCM. Don't even need to have that high of an army. You just need to get the timing and the units out at the right time. And Doubt, he didn't just go away without a fight. It's not like he tried booming with no defense. He did add in those light cav, but probably didn't commit to that early on enough. Maybe adding an early castle or at least a donjon on that forward gold would have been a good move for him. As we see, other than gold, he did have the better food and wood economy, but couldn't really turn that into units without the gold. So, thank you all very much for watching. I'll put a link to the full series between these two plays if you want to see that in the description, and I'll see you next time.